Good evening, friends. Captain Magoo Longstreet here with tonight's Halloween Tales. Tonight's scary story is called Amber. About some little girls and a boy who get together one night with a Ouija board. Just playing around as children do. But this particular night, perhaps those who were in charge should have paid attention to the pleas from a little girl. It didn't turn out so good. And you'll see in just a minute. Hothead Pete will bring you tonight's story, because this is something that happened to him. Hello, friends. Pothead Pete here with tonight's scary story. And the name of the story is called Amber. You know, when I was a kid, I lived on a neighborhood street full of girls, and that's all I had to play with were girls. But you know what? We still had some mighty exciting times, as you're getting ready to find out. Oh, you hear the stories about how dangerous Ouija boards are. But hey, it's just a game. Yeah. Well, Mary waited until midnight to begin our little game, and the four of us, Sarah, Jessie, me, and Mary, started by asking all kinds of silly questions. It was a strange-looking board covered with letters and symbols, you know, and there was a plastic pointer that was supposed to move across the board at the behest of the spirits. Well, the instructions called it I think it was called a planchette. Well, around 1:30 in the morning, the planchette suddenly froze in Mary's hand. It wouldn't move no matter how much we pushed and pushed. Well, Mary turned her frightened blue eyes towards me, and she said, "I'm not doing it," she said, lifting her hands. Yeah, well, I grabbed this planchette myself. I sure did, myself. And I tried to push it around, but it was fixed to the board. I swear to you, it was fixed to the board. It wouldn't go nowhere. Well, suddenly, a kind of electric shock buzzed right through my fingers. I gasped and I tried to pull my fingers from that planchette, but they were stuck. Mary and Jessie both tried to pull my fingers away, but nothing helped. And the other girls, well, they stared with these great big round eyes at the planchette, and it came alive right under my fingers. Yes, it did, folks. It really did. And I couldn't get my fingers away from the surface of it. And then it began to move all by itself. I swear that's the truth. I wasn't moving it. It was moving it. It was moving, pulling my fingers. Help! The word spelled out under my hand. Help me! Help me! The planchette kept moving back and forth between H-E-L-P until Sarah finally cried out, "Who are you?" Amber. That's what the board spelled out. My name is Amber. I am 8 years old. What's wrong? Mary asked. Her face was all white, and the freckles, they stood out like dark age spots. Water! Danger! Help! Scared! The words spelled out as fast as my hand could move. Call 911, Mary cried suddenly. Quick! Amber's in danger. Well, by this time, Sarah was gasping into the phone. And then she hung up the phone and she said, "Well, they wouldn't listen to me." She told us that, and she was just about in tears. Well, at that instant, my hand was suddenly free from that planchette. She's gone. That's what I said. She's gone, girls. She's gone. Well, see if you can contact her again, Mary said urgently. We need to know if she's okay. Well, I picked up the plastic planchette again, and I said, Amber, are you there? I was kind of afraid of what might happen. Well, after a long pause, that planchette moved slowly across the board and spelled out the words, "Too late." And after another long pause, it spelled out, "Water, flood, drowned, Mobile, Alabama." Planchette stopped, and somehow I knew that Amber was gone. Well, none of us got much sleep that night. Well, in the morning, we rushed through breakfast, and then we looked up the Alabama news on the internet. And none of us were surprised to read that there had been a flash flood the night before. I read the names of those who had died in the flood. And one of the victims of that flood down in Mobile, Alabama, was an 8-year-old girl. And her name was Amber. I hope you people can get some sleep tonight. 'Cause I sure ain't.